see what it is. Okay, let's get this stuff out of the way a little bit. Turn that so it don't poke me. Okay, now where is the lights on now?
Yep.
Oh,
That one's fun. What about the other one?
This one's sparkling. I don't know if that one is. I can't
Oh,
see
it's
it.
firing like crazy.
Wow. That's awesome, dude.
Is this one over here sparking pretty good?
Yeah.
in case you guys were wondering, Tatro is a fucking magician.
Okay, we have spark.
Holy shit.
Turn on.
This
Shit's
bike,
okay.
this bike should have never ever seen the light of day
Remember that
again.
camera? You know if you gotta use that thing yet? The white button turns on the light. Yeah, that one. Now, the camera in there, you gotta fall out of the stand and piss me off.
Keep forgetting how to fucking.
Okay, let me see this.
Oh, I got it.
Easiest thing I've ever seen.
Okay, here's our camera stand. Wait, let go, let go. Get your fucking hands out of there. Okay, when you push down on this button right here, it'll snap back. See?
Oh,
This is a lock. You have to go like that.
it's dummy proof.
Then you have to do it like that.
It's
Now, if you go like
child-proof.
that, you should be able to drop it, but it doesn't drop. You have to collapse it. So when you put it back in, it's armed. It's like a mousetrap. See, it's armed right now. So then when you come back, you just put this at an angle, and it goes pop, and you're in. And then it doesn't fall off. Got that?
Yes.
Pretty technical.
You're making every motorcycle mechanic in California look bad right now.
Yeah, whoever designed the distributor needs to be shot.
Did you hear that, Mallet?
Now, you need to put the sparkling plugs back in the holes.
Okay.
We have spark. We have a lack of fuel right now.
Yeah.
And we have no idea about the timing part of it.
Yeah, I told you we needed fucking fuel, man.
Oh, you mean this?
Tighten up this plug down here, but don't get gorilla because that thing will strip out. It's a tapered pipe through it that can actually split the
Yeah,
case too.
I think it might already be straight. I don't know. I didn't even try to put any tension on it.
Don't get too carried away with it because they're probably crap.
Yeah.
Is there any gas in this thing?
No.
Perfect. No gas. Bikes don't run with no gas. Don't forget that.
Well,
that looks bad, teacher, but inside it's cleaner.
we got a filter on the hose here. Jacob says the hose leaks.
Oh, if you turn it, it leaks, but it's not a good hose, you know. It needs.
Whatever, it's not my bike. Okay, you got that all done over there? Actually, we need to have the spark plugs out again.
It's hand tight.
Pull them back out. We didn't put the push rod back in yet. Where's the push rod? I don't see it up there.
I'll get that. Are we gonna crack that carburetor open, or
You need to get the valves back in here, and we have to adjust the valves.
I'll do that real quick.
So while you're playing with that, we're gonna adjust the valves. Okay, let's get this, get all those tools and stuff up off the floor. I'm gonna keep tripping and walking on everything.
Here's your
Teacher, do you have a gas can I could borrow?
I don't know, maybe. Is this a trick question, or is this EPA asking me?
It's EPA.
Fire department, no, we don't have no gas in the premises here. No, never. No, that's dangerous. I heard about that once. No. Now, if you need some gas, yeah, I got something maybe you can carry in now.
Oh, really? Oh, shit.
Okay,
I'll
so
go
right
see.
now, we gotta figure out where the valve adjustment is at.
Jacob, you might want to pay attention to this.
Well,
This is one of the first.
a lot of other
basic things
people are
you
gonna
gotta
want
know
to see this too.
about maintaining your
First thing I do is get the covers up so you can see what's happening.
vehicle.
Need some tools.
We had a 7/16 and a half somewhere.
You did. I knew where those are at.
This thing's firing off
Do you have any of these?
Nice. I usually use a wire, a coat hanger or something.
Okay, where's my short Phillips screwdriver? Where's my 1/2-inch wrench? Where is my
I have 'em right here.
16th wrench?
Okay, put them all in a
Okay, I
bucket.
got my short screwdriver. I'm halfway there. I need a 7/16 and a 1/2 inch. Another half. So the other two are out someplace.
Can you get over there?
So did you leave them out there in the street?
No, I brought them in.
Okay, yeah, I need those.
But I don't know where the hell they went. Since they came in here.
Geez, I wonder where they're at.
Oh,
There it is.
we're in trouble now, guys.
Yeah, we found them. Okay, look out. Dumbass at work, look out. Okay. You want to look up? You notice I'm working on the ground again. Where's my bucket? We have too many tools. When you have too many tools out, you put them away. Just go on the bench so they're out of my way. Okay, we need this for the intake so don't lose those. We accidentally did not leave those out.
Yeah. Well,
That's a special cupped one. I think there's a special part number for them when they look like this.
yeah, that one, well.
Here's some chrome. Some tools in there. Okay, so first thing I do is get this thing up on top dead center on compression stroke, not on overlap stroke. Okay, so these opening and closing right now. Where's my special tools at?
Am I supposed to be able to look at this?
Yeah, sure. Fuck. Where's your, where's my, these
Up there,
things?
burger head.
Oh, he's got him.
Okay, these go right here like that. Okay, now we turn the motor over. See how that one just dropped?
Yeah.
Okay, that means that we are, got some compression coming up soon. Okay, see how this here just came up now? Okay, when this quits moving, we're at top dead center.
When what quits moving?
See how the valves are loose?
Yeah.
That means you're loose. So if you're on the overlap, they would be under tension to be open right now. See, the next turn around, these would be under load, you can't turn them. Like right now, these two here are open right now, both are open. Okay, so you go over here and you see how loose these are.
When you say open, that means they're gonna take in gas and air mixture?
That means they're open right now, it means they're not on the seats. Okay, so these valves are a little bit loose right now, so what we gotta do is adjust them a little tighter. So we have a 7/16 here in the bottom. So you take both, you turn them together. And you turn the other one a little bit more.
You know how to
And
do
you tighten them
this.
both up a little bit. Together. And you see where you're at. Okay, that was about a flat almost, and we're still loose. But not as much, we're closer. See, I'm going to tighten the valve up a little bit. I did not do that jam, but it's not full tight yet either. Okay, that valve's not moving right now. This is moving, but not the valve, so I'm the push rod. So even though this is moving, the push rod was not moving. So it's tight.
Right.
So I'm going to go ahead and loosen it a little bit by tightening the valve.
Right.
I can't tell if that's it. Okay, this is now got light drag on it. See the light drag?
Yeah, it's kind of a hard drag. It's not spinning free.
No, it's not free. Okay, now we want this to be tight, basically in about the same position again. So I'm gonna get this where I can get to the valves. See, I keep bottoming out against these stupid fittings here.
Yeah.
So this is gonna have to be over here. Now I also have this over here, and this is in my way. So I gotta get this where I can tighten this also.
Those aren't the right bolts, are they?
No, they're supposed to be hex head, but oh well. Okay, right here I can get in there a little bit, see? Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going to loosen it together a little bit.
Loosen it.
Give you back this up a little more top, and then tighten it back up together. See how I bottom down on the bottom one?
Yeah.
Stop, come back over here, bite, into the bite, and tighten them both again together. You can see they're really tight now. You can get more torque when you tighten both than you can by just one at a time, especially the bottom one. Okay, so see you got light drag on that one now. I got heavier in some spots.
Oh, yeah, that ain't free. That ain't spinning free. That's got drag.
Okay. When the motor warms up, it'll gain some clearance.
When the motor warms up, it heats up so it expands so it gets tighter, right?
No, the motor grows.
Yeah.
Okay, now, if we tighten this a little bit tighter, like that, It'll get looser. See how it got a little bit looser?
Yeah, but it's still got drag.
You want some drag. You don't want a free spin. So, but this motor hasn't run for a while, so it'll probably
Tighten up.
the valves will tighten up on us a little bit. So I'm going to adjust it for a free spin. Okay, so I'm just going to keep tightening this up a little bit. We're just getting tighter and tighter and tighter on the adjustment screw, but the push rod's getting looser and looser and looser.
Right.
Okay, now we're up to a nice light drag,
That's good though, because you want the adjustments.
so we don't have a free spin out right now.
tight, because you don't want those moving around, because then the fucking valve will come loose, right?
Yeah, that'd be too good. Okay, at this point here, I get to the amount of torque that I don't want to keep going tighter. They're pretty damn tight right now. So now I'm going to loosen both together. Okay, then I'm going to screw the other one down a little bit. And I'm going to retorque them. See how it's getting looser that time? So I readjusted it, the pair of them.
Yeah, I like that right there.
Okay.
It's almost a free spin, but it's just got
It's
a
a good,
slight
super,
drag.
super light drag. Okay, I want to go a little bit tighter on the adjustment screw, which will loosen the push rod. See how much I moved it?
Yeah.
So now
So now it's a free spin.
it's pretty close to it. Yeah, that's basically what I call them. Get ready to speed free spin, really loose. Okay, so that's a good plane for that one.
Alright.
Okay, now the other one here, this is nice and loose right now.
Now the looser they are, the more they're going to open up.
Looser on what?
I mean, the more
When the engine starts, it's gonna tighten up. So he needs to loosen them a little
Motors grow when they get hot. Now ironheads don't grow anywhere near like an aluminum motor will.
Yeah.
They don't grow hardly at anything. When you have an iron motor with aluminum push rods, they don't really change much. They stay about the same.
Oh, okay.
It's the best combination. If you put steel push rods in here, then the heads will grow more because they're hotter than that, so they actually will loosen up on you.
Oh.
Okay, so to loosen it, we can take both wrenches together. Jeez, that's tight.
I thought you're supposed to do them opposite.
I'm using pairs to do everything right now. Those are really, really tight. And the lower nut's pretty rounded off too, which is not helping.
Oh shit. That's dangerous.
Definitely, someone over torqued the piss out of that one. Okay, now we get it to where they move. Okay, now we go. Now we have to tighten up the top one, so that means you can move this the other direction. Go up a little bit. Now we retorque them back down. Put a little drag on it. Let's see what we got for drag up here. Okay, now it's not moving.
I thought you were supposed to do every other one because they go up and down like.
These are closed right now. What do you want me to do?
Those are closed.
Yes.
Both of them?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you had to do this one, that one, and then that one.
Do you know what helps that top dead center on the compression stroke?
What?
The motor fires.
Right.
Do you think the valve should be closed?
Should be no.
If the piston firing, do you think the valve should be closed or open?
Should be open.
Then all the power goes out the pipe and the bike don't go.
Oh, okay.
You can't build cylinder pressure when the valves are open.
Oh, okay.
So,
The valves are open here.
when the piston fires, I want the valves to be closed. I don't give a squat what they do anywhere else. As long as they're closed when I'm firing. I want my horsepower. I want to go fast. So they're closed. I don't care what they do anywhere else. I can give a shit. As long as they're good right here, I'm good to go. I want to make sure that they run. Okay, now right now we're tight on the valve adjustment. So we have to loosen the screw up, which is going to get you right now. Get it back here again. Both go together. They bottomed out. And there we go. It's loose now. Now I go back about half of what I did before on adjustment. This thing isn't moving. This lower nut is really screwed up. Just keeping me from doing what I want to do. Okay, there, I adjusted that. It was adjustment for valve. Now I have to tighten to lock it down. And we come back and feel it, just like we did before. Now sometimes these will stick in here. Where's my big screwdriver at? It's behind me somewhere. Yep.
Yeah, it's behind you.
Sometimes these push rods will actually stick in here, so you gotta go in here and check them over there every now and then. They're gonna pop. Now you check to see if it was tight. It's still tight, okay. So I made the valve tight by my first adjustment. Now I'll do it again. These damn adjusters are not happy with each other.
Now I see what you're doing together because it locks it in.
Wrong direction that time. You know, this nut is like an oval down here. It's not a hex anymore. Can't get my wrench in there, so. And this damn bolt's in the way over here. That's in the way up here.
It's fun to replace. I'll take the whole top it out and unbolt it and pull the whole thing out.
Okay, now. You can turn the bottom on at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. Trying to get the push rod back to where it's going to rotate, which it is not doing. So I am either going backwards, which I think is probably what's going on at this point. Okay, that's going up. Screw goes there, so this should be going down. I've lost my adjustment, so I gotta find it again. Move your hand. Move your hand.
Keep tightening that one up.
Okay, my clearance came back. Okay, now I went too much. Now I'm gonna come back up on it because I lost where I was at. So you loosen up.
Right.
Tightening the valves goes this way, and then tightening the adjuster, you go the opposite way. See, it's two different things. Give it a bit of torque and see where you're at. See how loose that is still? Okay. Now I gotta break it free again. Make an adjustment for the valve by tightening it,
Right.
and then I tighten it this way.
So this should be good. Should have all kinds of play.
I'm trying to get rid of play right now. So what am I doing wrong? I'm doing something wrong. I went the wrong direction again.
No, you did right.
The valve's getting looser, not tighter, so I didn't do it right. Something ain't right.
The locking nut goes the opposite direction.
Yeah. The valve didn't get tighter. I'm tightening the valve the wrong way. This is what's going to make the valve tighter. I'm going the wrong direction each time I do this. That's why I get screwed up. Stupid ass nuts not helping. Damn it.
Super tight.
I don't know. I'm just lost right now for what the hell I'm doing. I got no real adjustment here I can do, so. Okay, we got tight again, finally. So you tighten the valve by going this way, you loosen the valve by going this way. Because when I tighten together, they get looser. Yeah, that makes sense.
But the adjusting screw goes right, goes down, and the locking nut goes left, goes up.
Okay, this unlocks. This makes looser, and this tightens.
Right.
Make sense? Loose, tight, loose, we'll move the same direction each time.
But they go opposite directions, don't they?
No, they both lock. tight,
Too tight.
but I can move it now.
It's not moving.
I can move it. So now I'm getting closer. Damn nut is terrible under here. Okay, loosen valve, which is not loosened because the nut's jammed in down there. Okay, now we can make an adjustment like that and tighten. What the hell do I keep cooking? Oh, it's a stupid gas cap. Okay, now it's loose again. So we're right back where we started about 20 minutes ago.
You don't like it? It's too loose?
Yes, it's way loose. Okay. So now we go there.
Oh, you know what? Left makes it go up.
Tighten it up a little bit. Yeah. Tighten it up that way.
I had it backwards.
Okay, now we're tight. Once I get to the sweet spot, it's right. You go over the line real quick. And I can't get into here. See, on this bike, everything is in the way. And then the screws being junk is not helping. This nut's called rounded off, so it's really hard to do anything. And I hit the bolt all the time. There we go. See, we got loose. It's free play.
That's
You know,
nice.
no, there's
It's free though.
there's no drag on it.
Yeah, there's no drag.
See that wrench? See how the nut's all rounded off? When I go like that, there's nothing to grab a hold of.
Oh fuck. That's the worst.
I have to get over here. Okay, go that way. Well, I'll get a little bit tighter. So get a little tighter, and I got to tighten it.
Too tight.
Too tight, but I can move it. See if I could tighten the lower nut. I could tighten the whole thing and get a number would come in, but there. Yank on that sucker. That did it. There we go. Perfect. Feel a little high spots in there as you turn it.
Oh yeah, that's tight.
It's not tight. It's you can feel the high spots as it rotates.
I mean, it's not perfectly round.
Well, I can move my finger in most parts, but it's there. Yeah, that one comes in quick. Okay, so that one took forever to do, but oh well. Okay, now we got to do the other cylinder.
I'll be coming for a locking nut in the future.
Yeah, that one's definitely bad.
Change that out later.
Okay, now we're looking for this valve here to close. When the intake valve closes, compression's next.
Intake valve closes.
See how it's going up? See how that one just went down? Because both valves are open. See how it just went down? And now you go and find your top bit.
That means it's open, right?
Down means it's closed. The valve closed it. And right there, see, I just started to go back down there. That's the top center.
So it should be loose.
I should be able to rotate them, yeah. Okay, get over here.
That one's not bad. It's free though, free spinning.
This is my way right now. Yeah. I got that in my way. This in my way. There we go. Now I got room to get in here. Okay, so how's this one feel?
Free.
Very loose.
Flashlight?
Not right now.
I mean, you want me to hold the flashlight for you? I thought.
Okay, that wasn't all that tight. We're gonna tighten the valve by going that way.
Right.
Yep.
And that should be good. And just tighten it down, right?
Yeah. Tight. Okay, what do we do? Not enough. Once again, just distributor's in the way, because these always are in these bikes. Magnetos are the worst. They take up more space yet. This one's just about impossible to get to with a mag bike. Okay, we're loose right now, so this will tighten the valve up.
Right. And
Except
then
the stupid adjuster move, so it didn't do it. Because that nut's not the best either. Okay, now that was a big change. Tighten them both together. Okay, now that has drag on it now. You feel that one? It's basically like a free spin almost, but it's just right there.
yeah,
And I took out about a flat and a half of adjustment, that's how loose it was.
that's the lightest drag you got so far.
Yeah, it needs to be tightened. It could be tightened, but we got to run the bike. You got to readjust these anyway.
Yeah.
Because the valves have all got crud on or rust. or
After it
whatever.
runs for what, like?
Okay, now you got a seal up in there. You got a seal down here. See all the silicone that's laying in here?
Yeah. You know about that, huh?
We
So it gets inside and
we shouldn't have that.
fucks the rods up. Huh?
The silicone should not be in here.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't want that inside of the motor.
Nope, we don't.
Clog up an oil pump.
Yeah, that's my smallest you've ever had. Where's the flat blade?
You had it.
There's a small flat blade at. Is it up there? Probably. I can see something here. Okay, we got hard rubbers in here.
No, that's just fucking silicone.
No, this is a seal.
Oh shit.
Seal's not good.
Now, see what's underneath the seal?
Oh, fuck.
That's why I'm seeing all that red rubber.
Did they put silicone on the fucking?
They put a silicone on everything.
Why?
Because they want it to not leak.
Mm-hmm.
What they don't know is that it's fucking cheap and it wears off inside the engine, right?
All this crap goes in the motor, and this is on the inside, not on the outside here. Dumbasses. So these are the hard rubber ones, which either work or they don't. Either they don't. Okay, and there's one up in here. So, what do you think's under this one?
Dude.
This is a blue one.
Nice.
How did I know that was going to be on both sides? Let me think.
So we have to get that kick and change them all out.
Yeah, I'll just put a new set of corks in here and you'll be fine. Cork ones lift just fine. See, this stuff didn't want to come off. It's all stuck to it.
Jeez. Awesome.
Problem is, see, you get a little spot like that, the oil can leak through that because it's not, the silicone's sticking up in the air, so that's a free trough to come out, it leaks.
Great.
So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this thing in backwards. So that one's in upside down, so now the rubber, the silicone part is toward the cover. So put it against this here.
This is how you put the rod back in for dummies like me.
I brought it up a little bit.
I can tell.
Yeah, we've completely fucked that up. So
You know. See, now it goes in like it's
There it
supposed
is.
to.
Boom.
You gotta make sure it goes up in the rock arm right now. It's just flopping around up in the hole. So I just took up all the clearance, back it off a little bit. Make sure this is up in the top. Wiggle around a little bit, make sure it's in the hole. It's in there. Then you bring it up a little bit. Okay, then I'm gonna lock it tight right there like that. 'Cause, see, you got the bottom adjuster has to go all the way down now. See, we don't have enough to get a full stroke, so you have to go over and under a million times. Feels like your nut decided to get loose. Good. Good, and that's actually loose enough I can put it down. That's good. And I tighten the adjuster all up against push rods, so the push rod's got load on it right now. The valve's holding the adjustment screw. so I can turn the lower nut without the whole thing going down. See how the top stayed up? So now all I can do is tighten together, and we should come in relatively close to our adjustment. Get the volume in here to go yet. Okay, just initially, let's just see where we're at. Right now we're tight. Do that, loosen it up a little bit, and then tighten.
Yeah, I just don't fully understand how these cylinders work.
What don't you understand?
Oh, don't understand open and closed. I know that sounds crazy.
The valves are here. You got a rocker arm.
I mean, the piston comes up
When
and
the push rod goes like that, the rocker arm goes like that, the valve opens. When the valve goes this way, the lifter drops.
the valve, you mean the exhaust? When you say valve?
You got a valve here, you got a valve here, you got a valve here, you got 4 valves in this motor.
Right. And when the valves open up,
The
that means the
location.
exhaust comes out?
The location determines what happens. If it's this one here, it's an exhaust. If it's this one, it's an intake.
Ah.
If you open this one, the exhaust don't blow out, the intake blows out. Where it sucks, depending on what you get the cams in it. And if you put the cams in wrong, they might blow, this might be the exhaust now, and they're reverse.
Huh.
It's the advantage of a 4-cam motor, you can change the vents around.
Whoa. So,
Where do you
these
think
two,
those, where do you think those XR motors come from? They got the double carbs out to one side, they screw around the cams over here. Okay, that got loose, I went too far.
so the intake, when it opens up, it's sucking in air.
Mm-hmm.
And when these two outside valves, when they
Depends on what the piston's doing.
okay, the piston
If the
comes
piston
up.
goes down, you're sucking. The piston goes up, you're blowing.
Ah. And the rocker arms differentiate.
The
between
cam
valves?
timing determines when the events are happening.
Oh, okay.
The crank determines when the pistons go up and down. The cams determine when the valves open and close.
Huh. So when the piston goes up, that's what's turning everything, right? That's the power?
Tight.
Or no, it fires and it pushes the piston down,
Mhm.
and that's what gives it the power.
Yep.
So which one's closed? When the piston's down? Oh, it depends on what side of the valve you're looking at, right?
Everything needs to be closed or it doesn't work.
So closed is when the piston's like down?
Piston has nothing to do with opening and closing. Piston just goes up and down.
Oh, okay.
Cams determine when valves work. Flywheel determines what the pistons are doing.
Oh,
They're different. They're
Okay.
geared together, so they kind of work in unison when things are correct. When things are wrong, they're not in unison, things don't work right.
right.
Okay, that got tight. It's very, very small change here makes a big difference on clearance.
So open means intake and
So
closed
loosen-
means
I'm gonna loosen the valve a little bit, now we tighten everything.
closed means exhaust. Open means intake. Open means intake and exhaust.
You know,
No.
depends on what you're on. You have different events going on depending on what you're doing.
So where is the piston on when it's exhaust?
At the bottom.
So what happens when the piston's up at the top? Top dead center.
The wear movement. Everything's not working.
So it's done. It's finished. Its cycle. It goes to the
It's
top.
either done or starting depending on what event you're on.
Okay. And when the piston's all the way at the bottom,
It's done also.
so the cycle is the revolution through the cylinder.
Yeah, there's an overlap where both valves are open together because you got momentum, the air coming in. It's like me hitting you, you gotta react and go the other way. So
Yeah.
you can't just stop.
Right.
So that's called overlap. It gives you more cam timing. So when the air goes out the pipe, you get all that momentum going out.
Right.
If you open up the intake valve, it sucks the intake out even though the piston's still coming up.
Right.
So it gives you a little bit of extra timing in there.
Oh, that's cool.
Then the exhaust closes and the intake and the piston's going down, the intake is sucking the air in.
Right.
At the bottom, everything closes, and then the piston comes up, compresses it, and then you light it off and go boom, and then it goes down. Then about halfway down, the valves start opening.
And they're taking turns doing that.
And then the exhaust comes out under pressure.
Right.
And then when it comes back around, you got pressure coming up.
Right.
So that's how you get the overload on the exhaust side. It's
No
called,
way.
when the burn is still burning, you're still making pressure, but not enough to really make any more horsepower. But it's enough to help evacuate the exhaust system. So that's when you get longer duration cams, it blows it out sooner. Like on my race bike, the damn cam opens about, as soon as the piston drops about 1.25 inches, it opens the valve up, boom, and they're full pressure. That's why it's got real heavy, loud exhaust notes in race bikes, because they open up under full load just about. Because they dump the fuel. Once it dumps out, then all the other stuff comes back in. And the intake opens up real late also. So it's all about how you do things. So everything works in unison. Okay, right now we got everything's working here. Now we gotta put the clips back in. Where's my medium screwdriver at? See that anywhere? See a medium screwdriver?
Frito Bandito took it.
Yeah, I know. Where's
You
that?
mean the custom special?
No.
No, his mini.
The other black one.
Last time you had it,
I can't see it,
we
so I
used
don't
it
know
for
what's
the
Where's the bucket? Not in the bucket. Not on the table. So let me get off my legs. I can't. Okay, cover. Push down that. Get the upper to come up. Put it in the hole. Stuff this into the hole. And you take medium screwdriver, compress collar, and shove with your thumb. The bike's going to fall over. Hold the bike. And you push it in. Then you take both pieces and rotate them a little bit together as a unit. See how you go like that? And that squeegees all the crap out that's underneath the cork and the cover. Did you hear all that grit when I was doing that?
Yeah.
Because this motor is not a clean motor.
Oh. We'll go through it again.
Now, when these won't go off all the way down because they hit the fins on the inside, then you have to take 2 screwdrivers, a medium and a large.
You're a good man, Tatro.
Huh?
You're a good man.
Then you got to walk them down like this until you put the clip in.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while before we pay this registration. This thing's been sitting for a while.
Yeah, that's your fault.
So sportsters are notorious for having the clips not want to go in.
Well, isn't the other bike more current? That one had, huh? Huh?
Which one?
The one that you have a plate on.
There we go.
13?
Yeah.
No, that one's been sitting since 2011.
All right, nobody heard that. Let's just everyone pretend like you didn't hear that.
Yeah, take tools and put the bucket so we can't keep looking for it. These can go there too. Okay, so the tune-up of the motor is done. We got compression maybe, I don't know.
Yeah,
Probably
we
not a
do.
lot. The valves are all back in it, the ignition's in it, cam cover's back on it. We got power to everything right now, and we had juice, and it has spark timing, or it has spark, but we don't know about the timing part. Now this piece of crap over here, I have no idea when that thing's gonna fire.
Probably not.
Hopefully it's gonna fire about where it's supposed to, but who knows. So we're gonna take this thing and make a mark on the distributor someplace where I can see it. So I know where I'm at. Now we can either move the whole distributor or we can move this plate. You can move either one.
You could just mark it down there on the neck and the case.
Well, I don't want to keep changing this because this is hard to do tight. This is easy to do up here right now. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna make a mark right here.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I get it, what you're saying.
And then when I move it, I can tell how far it is, and if it doesn't work, at least I know where I'm at. If I'm way the hell over here, I know, come on, be realistic, we're way the hell out of time. You know, you should be right within 1/8 of an inch either way from here, if things are correct. But these distributors are such a piece of crap,
Come this way is
it might be
advanced.
half a turn before it fires.
We need to put that one. You were gonna sell us on, huh?
So that's a piece of crap. We're gonna do that. All right, we'll be back. We're gonna work on the that thing right there. What's that thing? That is a rat-infested moronic
Basically,
acid
yeah.
cream puff.
There was a rat living in there.
But the moronic acid got it, right?
Yeah, it was just bones.
All right, we'll be back.